Hi everyone, Macsen here. Welcome to a channel update video. I haven't done one of these for absolutely ages, but I thought now would be a pretty good time to do one. The game you can see before you is Tyranny. This is a new game. It was released on November 10th, and Paradox were kind enough to provide me with a copy. The game's actually made by Obsidian Entertainment, but I believe Paradox does all of the marketing and publishing and distribution type things for this game. Very similar to how they did it with Pillars of Eternity, which is also made by Obsidian and is a very similar game to Tyranny. In fact, it uses the same game engine, much of the mechanics are the same as well, but it's set in a completely different world with a completely different story. I covered a lot of Pillars of Eternity on the channel. I did a lot of character creation guide videos, for instance, and I'd like to do some content for Tyranny as well. So I'm thinking of doing a Let's Play, and I'd just like to get your feedback on that. Basically, I'd like you to let me know what faction you would perhaps like me to side with during the course of the game, if you have a preference. And also if you have a preference on any of the player characters' starting traits. You can pick from a variety of options, a huge amount: gender, body type, skin tone, appearance, there's portraits here. History actually affects how people react to you within the game, so that's quite important. It also gives you skill points as well. When it comes to the combat side of things, you have a huge amount of variety about the weapons that you can decide to focus on. There isn't a class system within the game, so in effect you can become pretty good at just about anything. And the system is kind of similar a bit to Skyrim. It's you are what you do type system in some regards, although the starting stats do have a big effect on things as well. You can pick colours for your character and your banner, the name of course, attributes. It's going to be a very min-maxed Let's Play that I'll be doing, which I do for, well, my character creation guides are very min-max as well for Pillars of Eternity. It's kind of what I do in regards to RPG type games. Skills are going to be min-max in that, of course, and there's a big variety here. The factions themselves, there are I believe four different paths you can kind of go during the course of the game. There are two armies basically competing to conquer a land, and you can side with either of those armies, or you can side with the territory that is being conquered, or you can go alone and not actually get any allies whatsoever past a certain point during the game. So if you have any preferences, please let me know in the comment section, and hopefully I'll be able to get a Let's Play out very soon, within the next few days or so, based on your feedback. I'll create a character and go along a certain path based on the trends in the comments. In regards of other games on our channel, I've done a lot of Stellaris content recently, and a lot previously to that as well. Heinlein patch came out, of course, with the accompanying DLC, so I did a Let's Play. Sadly, that came to a premature end because of issues to do with sectors and how they were managing Xeno labor. I had created a race that really didn't work very well with the current limitations on sectors, and that's been an issue with the game for a while actually, so it's a bit disappointing that Paradox hasn't really come to a decent solution for it. Hopefully it'll be fixed in 1.4 or 1.5. I did actually start immediately another Let's Play with another race that wouldn't be so affected by those issues, but there are other issues as well with Stellaris to do with xenophobes, which I'd kind of forgotten when I created that race. In fact, the ethics are going to be changed quite significantly in patch 1.4 and 1.5 from what I gather, reading tweets and information on the forums. So I kind of regret starting that Let's Play, the recent Stellaris Let's Play on the channel, knowing issues with the game, and yeah, I probably should have covered something else. I couldn't really think of what to cover at the time though, so yeah. With the current Let's Play that I've been doing, although I have recorded a bit beyond it, I'm probably going to bring it to an end and concentrate on Tyranny instead. I will be covering more Stellaris in the future though, when they get certain things fixed, and I probably won't cover it until then, because I don't like doing partial bits of Let's Plays. I'll probably enlist the recent Let's Play that I did at some point. I would certainly prefer to be doing 30-50 videos at least for a Let's Play rather than just a smaller amount because of issues. So yeah, that's the news with Stellaris anyway. Last week or so has actually been a nightmare finding time to record as well, which hasn't helped. And yeah, sadly Stellaris is going to come to an end for the time being, I think. In regards of other content on the channel, Master of Orion, I did a Let's Play for that not too long ago. It did have an update, but it wasn't really interesting enough for me to want to cover that game again. But who knows, if I do some type of DLC for it in future, I more than likely will cover it again. And also Endless Space 2, I did a Let's Play for that, the first alpha version of the game when it came out. I'm really impressed with the game so far, but that's also a game that has issues, which frankly, since it's an alpha, that's not surprising whatsoever. There's issues to do with influence and also truce system, which force peace on you and cause problems in trying to conquer people. So the Let's Play I was doing for that kind of fizzled to an end, but I do definitely intend to cover that game again on our channel, perhaps when the next alpha or beta comes out, but definitely when the full release happens. I'll definitely be doing a full Let's Play for that then, if not before. In terms of other games on the channel, if you have any preferences for certain content that you'd like to see, please let me know and I'll try and cover whatever you happen to mention, if I can afford to buy the games, or if developers are generous enough to provide me with a copy, then yeah, if you want certain content, then let me know. Right, I think that pretty much concludes just about everything I wanted to mention during the course of this video. If I've forgotten anything, I'll add it in annotations. But yeah, that's it for now. Please let me know what your thoughts are on Tyranny and anything else in general within the comment section. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Narad, spymaster and Archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tyranny, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tyranny brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?